I should have guessed.
No freaking way. Squidward's neck is totally gone in this scene. When we freeze the frame, we actually see that he has no neck. How is he going to swallow? How did this happen?
Take it easy, it's just a drawing.
SpongeBob SquarePants is a monumental cartoon and has graced us for over a decade now. We love this cartoon. It never ends. However, animation errors also seem to never end. Quick disclaimer, this video is for fun, educational purposes. There's no hate on this channel. We love SpongeBob and I love looking at animation errors, even though I kind of exaggerate here and there. It's still fun to see. And the animators are loved on this channel. We love seeing it. Fan base of SpongeBob grows and grows each day. Even with these newer cartoons that come out, it can never compete with the older SpongeBob. It never can compete with seasons 1 to 3. Buckle up your seatbelt. Let's take a ride to animation errors in SpongeBob number 6.
A party? I don't remember charging anyone for a party on me premises.
Now you might be paying attention to Mr. Krabs being greedy as usual. Yeah, no shocker there. What we need to pay attention to is some of the side characters. When you're watching SpongeBob, we don't really pay attention to side characters as much as we do to the main character. However, there are 2 blue fishes in this. There's a duplicate. Almost like a duplication glitch in Fortnite or a video game. You can see the 2 characters were accidentally put here because it's either they ran out or they just forgot. That's a crazy error. Can't believe I saw this. Number 5.
Patrick, how come you always do paper?
When SpongeBob and Patrick are sitting down blowing out of their toys to make bubbles, there's something very sneaky that happens. When we look upwards, we can tell that a pencil was about to fall down from the skies, crashing down from Earth to the sea. However, all their equipment is totally gone. How are they going to blow bubbles and why did it magically disappear? Did they put it in their pockets? I don't think so. I think this was an animation error. This is one of the smaller animation errors, so it's not that big of a deal. However, an animation error is an animation error and it deserves to be on this list. Wow. This episode was Frankendoodle, one of my favorite episodes from the older season. The pencil that fell down from Earth that SpongeBob is holding came from a real artist, a real human. So they had the ability to create life. Yeah, pretty intense for a SpongeBob episode. This sounds like we're watching anime, but yes, things went pretty sour pretty quick in this episode and I don't need to explain that. Number 4. In the episode I Had an Accident.
SpongeBob? Hello, friends. Enjoying the outside world?
This is actually one of the biggest animation errors on the list, and I'll show you what happened. Now, we see SpongeBob cooped up at home. Who isn't, especially in the times we're living in? But guys, I want you guys to pay attention to Patrick's star. Don't pay attention to Sandy, don't pay attention to SpongeBob. Let's pay attention to Patrick's star, okay? When he walks in, I actually slowed it down as much as I could. Take a look at his right eyebrow. It turns pink for a frame. This is incredible and insane. Now, you're probably wondering, why was SpongeBob cooped up at home? After all, this was a long time ago and this is in 2020 or 2021 and you know what happened. I'm not even going to say what the word is because YouTube doesn't allow us to do that. However, SpongeBob was doing a lot of dangerous things that put him in danger. Yeah, pretty obvious, right? But it looked like he was on his way to permanent damage. And I don't think you guys need me to explain what happens when you lose your butt, okay? You don't want to lose that booty, okay? Yeah, a lot of jokes can be made here, but I'm just restricting myself for the sake of not trying to be cringy. All right, guys, I don't want to talk about booties too much, okay? But yes, SpongeBob was so scared, and I don't blame him. He didn't want to get injured. He didn't want to get hurt again, so he just stayed at home. But yeah, isn't it crazy to see this? But going back to this error, it looks like the animators may have forgotten to color it in black, or they just let it be Patrick's neutral color. Let's go on to number 3.
Look at the guy. A really long spatula.
What? Guys, please tell me I don't have to explain this. This is so ridiculous. I'm sorry, guys. I just have to laugh at this. Dude, what in the heck is this, bro? You're telling... Okay, guys, seriously? Nickelodeon, seriously? You're telling me the Krusty Krab, bro, they had no chill. They just said, you know what, we're just gonna be as lazy as possible in this episode. Not the animators. It's actually a joke that they did this. And this is technically not an error in my opinion. This is still kind of an error with the placement of the Krusty Krab because, come on guys, the Krusty Krab is not freaking 5 feet to the right of the pineapple. Come on, we've seen in countless episodes, he literally goes forward and takes a left or right, and it's not that close. That doesn't even make sense, bro.
Life is good!
Life would be good if the Krusty Krab was next door. I'm not gonna lie, guys. If the Krusty Krab was next door, it'd be cool. But another problem that I noticed is the chum bucket is actually behind the Krusty Krab, and that would mean that the chum bucket is literally in circumference of the pineapple, the Krusty Krab, Squidward's house, Patrick's house. Guys, come on. What? That kind of an error. You know, I'm kind of backtracking here a little bit. I'm just gonna go and say this is kind of a half error, just because they have to be trolling here. The animators were trolling. This is a troll, bro. There's no way they just drew it in that close. Number 2. Man, these animators, they got me. I won't be playing audio for this scene. I feel this one is pretty easy and simple to explain. Take a look on screen right now. I will slow it down for you. Something is wrong in this scene. You're probably trying to figure out what is wrong. And the thing that's wrong, guys, it's not the keys, not Mr. Krabs, not SpongeBob. It's the pavement. There is absolutely no pavement on the Krusty Krab floor. It's just sand. We know that that thing has pavement, and I don't know if it was a construction day or I think the animators may have forgotten when they did that little close-up. Easy mistake to make, yet it was pretty strange for me seeing this. I did notice something was wrong when I was watching the episode. I was like, something's just off here. What is it? And there's no pavement. How are people going to walk in? They're going to have sand on their shoes? Bro, I don't want to walk in the Krusty Krab with sand on my shoes. Guys, I got a bonus for you.
I know where your name tag is.
Where?
As SpongeBob scrambles to find his name tag in time for that inspection. You don't want to be late for inspection, and you also don't want to fail inspection. Yes, the name tag was on the back side of him. Well, technically he had his suit on wrong, but guys, something is really wrong here. What's wrong is that the garbage kind of disappears in the second frame. How does that work exactly? Is SpongeBob a wizard? He can magically clean himself? Let's go on to number 1. In the episode The Lost Mattress, which is actually one of my favorite episodes again. Yes, a lot of the seasons, 1 to 4, pretty much my favorite. SpongeBob, Patrick, and Squidward wanted to find a mattress for Mr. Krabs. They wanted to help him. They wanted to do something good for Mr. Krabs. But in doing something good for Mr. Krabs, they actually did something horrible. They actually accidentally threw out his mattress, and they had to go retrieve it to get Mr. Krabs back.
I should have guessed.
Aside from all the fiasco, guys, the problem with this episode is that his neck actually, well, it's not there. It doesn't actually do anything. It's literally not there. It's legitimately gone. Bruh. How is he going to swallow? How is he going to swallow food? How is he going to talk? How is he going to be Squidward? Thank you guys for making it this far into the video. I appreciate you guys watching. Make sure to like this video and subscribe if you're not subscribed. Turn notifications on. Also, I did another Gumball mistakes. I slipped through editing 3. Make sure to watch that video. If you're a fan of Gumball, you know, you can go ahead and watch it. We go through a lot of animation errors in Gumball, and these are real errors in the video. So if you're curious about the amazing world of Gumball, you know, go ahead and check that video out after you watch this. If you haven't seen it already, it's pretty intense. And if you love Gumball, you'll love that video. Thank you guys. I'll see you guys later.